ready to play?
I didn't come to play. I came to win. Now let's play.
So, the Emperor thinks that I've fulfilled this Nerevarine prophecy. That is strange, but perhaps it is why Hermaeus Mora sent me here. Could it be that I am the actual Nerevarine, as told in the stories? The one that does defeat Dagoth-Ur? Well, it's definitely interesting to say the least. I don't think I'm necessarily ready for all of this, but I suppose I have no choice. If I am to serve the Emperor, I have to go through with this, and I'm sure in the course of things, this will serve Hermaeus Mora. But I must be ready, for all Daedra are betrayal, and it's only a matter of time before this one comes to get me as well. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Morrowind. A mummy. Okay, that's kind of freaky looking. So we are currently in that little burial chamber. Ooh. That is just really freaky. That they set up mummies like that. Anyways. So we're entering this burial chamber now, to get the longbow to prove that we're some superior, well, the possible Nerevarine, I guess, pretty much. Okay, screw it. I'm just gonna levitate there. Just trying to be cool with how I did that, but eventually it just gets to a point that it's like, okay, whatever. I am over encumbered. What do you mean I am over encumbered? Well, that was weird. And now I can hardly see. Okay. Another skeleton. Okay, if I take off the boots of blinding speed, hopefully you folks will be able to see a little bit better. I don't think I necessarily need them for combat at the moment. Okay, that does appear a little bit better now. Dead Adventurer. We have an iron shard skewer, bone mold stuff, master's lockpick. Sure, let's grab those. Dwemer left bracer. But overall, not anything too useful for what we really need. Another lock to take care of. And a little bit of gold. And another entryway? Goodbye, rat. A terrace burial. Another mummy. Let's see what this is. The Four Sutures of Benita. You know, those ash salts could be useful for having to resist magic, so you know what? I'll grab it just to be, I guess, safe. Not exactly safe. Also, since I am just running around regularly, bleh. Do I have any restore fatigue? I do not. Fragile burial. Okay, it's being funky, so let's just use the repulse spell. Okay, I gotta put the Boots of Blinding Speed back on, because this is just gonna go forever. Where are they again? There they are. Kakuna. Apparently more Pokemon. Juno. What is this thing? Some kind of mummy that's been squashed by some kind of bug? I have no idea. That is just really freaky looking. Actually, this one has two things around it. So are they like mummified potentially through placing the things around them? I have no idea. No idea at all. Ursulaku Juno Burial. Well, let's just see if this is maybe it. I admit I'm definitely kind of lost at the moment, because there's just so many options for things to grab here, or burial chambers. Alright, let's check our journal again. Sent me to the deep in the burial caverns. That's all it really says. Fortify Magica. I do have to say that ghostly voices that they have here, I mean, it's freaky, but it's kind of neat too. You know, there's almost a horror element to this game that you don't have with Skyrim. Because, I mean, as horrible as Draugr may be, they're really not... They're just sort of like there, I guess. Okay, the Wraith of Sinopol. And there's the bow. Okay, well that was relatively easy. Another mummy with some ash salts and a common soul gem. Quality frost shield. We'll grab the ash salts and let's see. Okay, well we have everything. We have the bow now. I think I'm gonna check this place out just a little bit more, and then head back, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we're back. Now it's time to talk to Sulmatul again. Have you completed the initiation rite? I have. This is my father's bone biter bow. You have completed the initiation rite. I name you Anubis Rowan. clan friend of the Ashlanders. Keep my father's bow and bear it with honor. You are a friend of our tribe, and may rest in any Urshilaku bed, but do not harm other tribe members or take their things. And now I will fulfill my promise. Go to the wise woman's yurt, and Nabani Mesa shall examine you and test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. Alright, so is she close by? Let's see. Shara, the wise woman's yurt. Nabani, I am here to see you.
May I help you?
So, they've told me of you, Outlander, or shall I say clan friend. You are hard-headed and ignorant, but perhaps it is not your fault. My lord Ashkan says you will ask me about the Nerevarine prophecies. He also says that I will test you against the prophecies. I must do as my lord Ashkan says, so ask your questions and I will test you. Well, first, let's make you like me. And what kind of barter stuff do you have, anyways? I was hoping she had something to cure or restore agility, but apparently she doesn't. Let me think for a moment. Oh, bone meal should restore agility on its own, I think? Because I took a little damage while I was gone. Let me try that real quick before I get into that. 41. Okay, so it does. So that's good to know. Then I can restore it outright. 46. And one more bone meal should do it. And back to 47. Okay, well that's good to know then. What do you know about the Amesu? Of the Grayslands are mild and peace-loving. The wise woman is also their Ashkan. Okay. Anyways, I'm here about the prophecies. There are many Nerevarine prophecies, and they suggest many things. Aspect and uncertain parents. The moon and star. Sleepers and 7 curses. The curses Bane. The prophecy of the stranger. The prophecy of the 7 visions. The lost prophecies. Well, what about aspect? Oh, well, ask me of these things if you are patient, if you would be wise, or if you are impatient to know, just ask, do I pass the test of the prophecies? Go ahead, Outlander. I am the wise woman. Ask your questions and I will answer. Well, what about aspect and uncertain parents? If what you say is true, you are indeed born on a certain day of uncertain parents. This is part of the prophecy, but many have set the same birthday, and many are not sure of their parents. It is interesting, but it does not make you the Nerevarine. What about the moon and star? Legend says in Duril, Nerevar's family standard bore the moon and star, and Nerevar's armor and weapons bore the sign. Some say he bore a moon and star birthmark. Some say he has a magic ring marked with a moon and star. Others say he was born under a moon and star. In any case, I think the moon and star is the mark of the Nerevarine. And you do not have this mark, so you are not the Nerevarine. Alright, well, what can you tell me about sleepers? Rumors say that in the town, mad cultists called sleepers are attacking people, saying that Dagoth-Ur has awakened, and you will drive the Outlanders from Morrowind. Oh, and will drive, not you will drive. Perhaps it is just coincidence, but I think it is a sign of the Nerevarine. Not necessarily a sign that you are the Nerevarine. Perhaps the time of the Nerevarine has come, and you have come at the same time. This is not passing a test, but it may mean you have some part to play in the coming of the Nerevarine. And 7 curses. It is another Ashlander prophecy of the Nerevarine. It is called the 7 curses of the Sharmots, but I do not know it, and I know no one who does. It may be lost. Such things happen. A wise woman dies or forgets, or a clan is wiped out. Perhaps someone knows, but is keeping it secret. Perhaps it is one of those many books of your settled peoples. I've heard that the dissident priests of the temple may have such books. Alright, and what about the stranger? This is the best known of the Nerevarine prophecies. We call it the stranger. When earth is sundered and skies choked black, and sleepers serve the 7 curses, to the hearth there comes a stranger, journeyed far neath moon and star. Though stark born to sire uncertain, his aspect marks his certain fate. Wicked stalk him, righteous curse him. Prophets speak, but all deny. Many trials make manifest the stranger's fate, the curse's bane. Many touchstones try the stranger, many fall, but one remains. Interesting. The many fall, but one remains. Is that referring to the false Nerevarine? That would be my assumption. What about the 7 visions? The full title of the prophecy is 7 Visions of 7 Trials of the Incarnate. Listen, and I will tell you the verses. Let's see. Oh, oh, geez. Alright. What he puts his hand to, that shall be done. What is left undone, that shall be done. On a certain date, and certain parents, incarnate moon and star were born. Neither blight nor age can harm him. The curse of flesh before him flies. In caverns dark Azura's eye sees, and makes to shine the moon and star. A stranger's voice unites the houses. 3 halls call him Hortator. A stranger's hand unites the Velothi. 4 tribes call him Nerevarine. He honors blood of the tribe unmourned. He eats their sin and is reborn. He speaks the law for Veloth's people. He speaks for their land and names them great. What does this prophecy mean? It tells us who the Nerevarine will be, and the trials he must undergo before he fulfills his destiny. Some parts I understand, some parts I do not. I will answer your questions as best I can, but I cannot pretend to understand it all. So is that like... Oh, that's fully different things to look at. And what's that last... Oh. Well, let's just get down to the point then. Moon and star, thoughtful... Hold on. Well, do I pass the test? You are not the Nerevarine. You are one who may become the Nerevarine. It is a puzzle and a hard one. But you have found some of the pieces, and you may find more. Do you choose to be the Nerevarine? Then seek the lost prophecies among the dissident priests of the temple. Find the lost prophecies, bring them to me, and I will be your guide. And take these copies of the stranger, and the 7 visions. Now I have told you all I know. Go, think on what I have told you, and do what must be done. Well, it looks like I need to head back to Kai's now. I've marked where he's at, so I should be able to just recall back. Yep.
Please,
well, it's interesting that the lady said that I'm not Nerevarine, but I could be. You've spoken with Sul-Matul and Nabani Mesa, and from what they say, it sounds like you could really be the Nerevarine. That's just incredible. But I'll have to get used to the idea. Let me try to get word to Meira Milo. Maybe she can find out whether the dissident priests have any lost prophecies. But in the meantime, I have a very tough assignment for you. Do you think you're ready? I'm ready for anything. Don't get overconfident. But it so happens that I agree, you're ready. But just in case, I'm going to give you 400 drakes. Before you head out, make sure you outfit yourself with healing potions, new gear, a little training, whatever you think you need. And remember, if you get in trouble, back off, rest up, and go back fresh. Don't get cocky, I think this will be a tough one. Here's your mission. Fort Buckmoth sent a patrol to Narmok, hunting smugglers with 6 house connections. They found a 6 house base, a 6 house shrine, and a priest named Dagoth Garrus. Speak to Champion Reza Pulia at Fort Buckmoth. She'll tell you about the patrol and the base. Your orders: find the base, kill Dagoth Garrus, and bring me a full report on the base. Well, and where's Fort Buckmoth? In Redoran District, so... Oh, south of Aldrun, okay. Well, looks like that is where I am supposed to go. Let's see now. So this has been 10 minutes. Do I have time to go there? Well, I guess I do. Okay. So it looks like I still have time to do this section before I end the episode. So let's go, head there, we'll talk, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I am at Fort Buckmoth, and here's Reza. I'm Reza Pulia, champion of the Legion garrison here at Buckmoth Legion Fort. And your Anubis Rowan, Kais Kosti sent you, didn't he? Kais says you're the one to handle the 6-house base near Narmak. Only one trooper returned. He died soon after, horribly disfigured from the corpus disease, and out of his wits. In his ravings, he spoke of a cavern on the coast. He called it Lunaby. It's not on our maps. Try asking locals in Narmak. They fought with cultists and disfigured man-beasts, corpus monsters, I think. They fled the attackers and got lost in the caves. Then they ran into a half-man creature named Dagoth Garrus. This Dagoth Garrus slew the rest of the patrol, but spared the one trooper. He told the trooper he was being spared, so he might tell the others that the sleeper awakes and the 6th house has risen. And Dagoth is Lord, and I am his priest. All will be one with him in the flesh. The trooper awakened outside the caves and returned here. We couldn't recognize him, and he didn't respond to questions. Just kept rambling on like a madman until he died. Well, that's not good. Narmak, an island fishing village on the Bitter Coast. Follow the coast, So I got it on my map, right? This is Narmak. Okay. So let's see. I think I will end the episode here, and next episode we'll start in Narmak and see what we can do. Things might get kind of creepy now as we face more corpus creatures and that sort of thing, but I think we can take care of it. After all, we are the Archmagister of House Telvanni. Alright folks, stay tuned, and see you in the next episode. Alright folks, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to click on the bell icon for notifications on all of our new videos. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.